the legal and political world on edge after Donald Trump predicted his own arrest in New York, while his lawyers file this new attack in a Georgia court. We heard from one of them last night. Trump's side lost another huge blow in the classified documents case in D.C. If New York does move first, it could be the lowest or most kind of minor potential crime of all these pros. It's a case that boils down to falsifying business records. That's not nothing, but it's not a violent insurrection. And as the days have gone by since Trump predicted his own arrest would happen yesterday, which it didn't, as I've mentioned tonight, some are arguing the new case doesn't sound like a serious charge. So just put Donald Trump's defenders aside. They're going to say what they're going to say. Even some of his critics, like Never Trumper Bill Kristol, questioning the business records case in New York right here on The Beat.
Convicting him, 6 years later for something that happened 8 years before that, when he paid hush money basically to cover something up. When John Edwards did something comparable and didn't get convicted, I think it's going to be very hard.
So that's one view of the case. And some of this may all sound quite dry, but let's be clear, according to the law, the charge would not be any kind of outlier. False business records charges are the bread and butter of the New York DA's office. That's how the Times put it today, and that's exactly what a veteran of the DA's office, before this Times article came out, told us.
I know that it can sometimes seem as if these are technical crimes, but in fact, they are serious. And this is the bread and butter of the DA's office. This is how we hold powerful people to account.
What is the bread and butter?
These statutes that make it so that it's a crime to lie on your business records, and especially if you're doing it in order to commit some other kind of crime.
There you have it. So people who don't follow this office or New York might have a kind of politicized or Trumpian view about what a big crime is. And there's also a separate question over whether anyone should be allowed to use an insurrection as a means to argue down other bad things they may have done. But when you keep hearing this term bread and butter, that means this is as standard as the bread and butter you might get at a New York diner, that it is part of the standard operating procedure. Now, let's put the food analogies to the side. If you are on the East Coast getting ready for dinner, I hope I haven't made you too hungry, but take a look at the facts. In the brief time since Bragg took office, prosecutors there have filed 117 felony counts of this exact charge over the last year. Bread and butter. Now, we want to go to the source for someone who knows all about this. Dan Horwitz is a former Manhattan assistant DA focusing on complex white-collar crimes, including these kind of crimes. He also, we should know, served on the transition team for Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You are one of the most experienced, skilled people to discuss exactly this, so I'm really glad you're here tonight.
Well, that's what my kids think, too. So
yeah?
Thanks for having me.
Okay, and your kids agree with the bar.
Exactly.
I don't know how informed they are as legal experts, but that's great. You look at this, do you agree with what others have said, that this is a standard operating crime?
I do. And I was in that office for almost 10 years, prosecuting complex white-collar cases. And you know, you indicated the stats under DA Bragg. Mm-hmm. I brought many falsifying business record cases. It is the bread and butter. And part of what makes the crime insidious, and I wouldn't get caught up in whether it's a felony or a B felony or an E felony. It's a felony. That's a serious crime. Yep. And for most people, for you and me, and I guarantee you for most of the audience watching, if they were asked, would you like to be convicted of a felony? I guarantee you, even if it's a low-level felony, I guarantee you the answer would be no. So it's a felony. It's serious. And what makes this crime particularly insidious is that you're not just falsifying records of your own company or the institution where you're working, but you're doing it with an intent to commit another crime. Now, in this particular case, it would seem, and we'll see where the grand jury comes out, that the crime that the false records were linked to is one of either tax fraud for not properly characterizing the payoff money as a business deduction, or as a violation of New York's criminal campaign statutes. And I would suggest to you that those are two crimes that implicate the public trust. You're talking about the public fisc, a tax crime, and campaign finance. You're talking about the integrity of the process.
You're saying the stakes are high when you look at this alleged crime on top of the context. When you bring a case like this, what kind of evidence do you typically have?
Well, you have witnesses and you have documents. Obviously, it goes without saying, it's a records case, so you need records. You need records to show that the entries were false, and you need witnesses to explain that. So you need somebody to talk about how does the business operate? What do we put in our books and records ordinarily? And you need evidence to show why those entries were false. Right. And you also need somebody or witnesses and evidence to link to that other crime.
Let me run a hypothetical by you.
Sure.
Because I think you're the guy. I mean, you are the guy here.
Uh-oh.
Let's say that you put $100,000 plus towards your lawyer, and your lawyer does something, and all of that money goes to somebody else, say an adult film star. And you say, well, yeah, but my lawyer billed me. I paid my lawyer. After that, it's out of my hands. What is the defense? What's the level of that defense in your office? How worried would you be about that defense?
So that's a great question, because that's obviously, I think, going to be one of the defenses if, in fact,
Dan, I said hypothetical.
Right. So we're talking hypothetical. The answer is you're going to have anticipated that, because you have to link the evidence of the false record and the intent to commit the other crime.
But I'm asking you, how strong is that defense?
I think that under the circumstances, from what I've seen in the case and reading in the papers and the Michael Cohen plea, you've got an insider who had a front row seat to exactly what happened, and you would need, under New York state law, you've got to have corroborating evidence.
Yeah, but is that a strong or weak defense?
That is a common defense, having represented executives.
Is it strong or weak or medium?
Is it strong? It depends on the witnesses and the evidence. And
well, how about in this case?
I would say in this case, I think that under the circumstances, from what we know hypothetically about the person we're talking about, this is somebody who is intimately involved in the operations of their organization, a small organization with a limited number of people.
So it's weak to say I had no idea if you knew?
I would say that it is not a particularly compelling defense.
So that's defense number one. In all seriousness, someone at a very large company where there's a million things going on might be able to distance themselves from a false record.
Absolutely.
Here you're making the point that this involved them personally. It's not, oh, there was some lighting bill for some other subsidiary. It's sort of their own life, and they were involved and they paid it back. Now, let me bring you to number two. That's one defense, right? Another defense is, and again, I mentioned we try to hear from everybody. Donald Trump's New York lawyer, Mr. Tacopina, said, even if it was misleading, it's not really a good enough business record for you to use back when you were doing these kind of cases. You're already smiling. I'm going to play you. Mr. Tacopina says it's not really a... Go ahead.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, well, let me show you.
What do you mean it's not a good business record?
Well, let me show you, because this is why we're doing it. What do you mean? He says if it's personal and it's private and it's not really business, it's like writing something down like you bought a horse. Take a listen to Joe.
Okay.
Even if you put in your checkbook, or I'll use me as an example. I put in my checkbook, I bought a car and I wrote, I purchased a horse. That's inaccurate. That's a lie, maybe. But there's no crime there, because this filing was not for the purpose of influencing an election. To me, if they're pursuing this matter, it's weaponizing the justice system to keep this guy out of office.
He says it's like a checkbook private note, not a business record that you could charge.
Yeah, well, I couldn't disagree more strongly with Joe Tacopina on this. It's a business record. You're writing a check for the company. That is a business record. And there's hundreds of years of law that say that. In New York, under the federal system, you look at other states that have similar statutes. This is just not even a question. I mean, the fact that we're actually having
this... It sounds like you think... I won't put words in your mouth. It sounds like you think that type, I showed first defense, we talked about. It sounds like you think that second defense is sort of almost silly or beneath discussion.
I just think it's laughable.
Laughable, because if paying for something in your business isn't a business record, then what is a business record?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first defense, as I said a minute ago, it is a common defense for defense lawyers representing executives. And you said it yourself, in a large company, there's a lot that goes on. People get CC'd on email chains, right? That's not the organization that we're talking about, which is why I think that particular defense is not so compelling under the circumstances.
And you know what Sean Carter, Jay-Z, said?
What's that?
Do you know?
I do not.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Now let me handle my business. Damn. And if you are the business, if you're Jay-Z, you're the business. You're Trump org, you are Trump org. I think you're going to have legally a harder time disassociating yourself from your business records, man.